Namaste friends, welcome back to my channel. Friends, in today's video, we are going to make these beautiful stud earrings that I have named as eternity earrings. Here I have made these earrings in two colorways. This one is in yellow with cream rondells, and the other one I have made in fuchsia color with light pink rondells. Here I have already made these earrings, eternity earrings in these two colorways, and in this video we are going to make these earrings in green color with apple green rondelle. So let us see what all material do we need to make these beautiful eternity earrings. Friends, for making our eternity earring in peridot green color, we would need this 10 mm Rivoli crystal in peridot green color. Here I am using these 11Os. These are Miyuki metallic dark green iris 11Os. Then these are again 11Os. These are Miyuki duracoat galvanized champagne 11Os, and these are Miyuki duracoat galvanized champagne 15Os. Here I am using these rondells. These are 2 by 3 mm rondells in apple green color. Then I would be using these earpost. These are 6 by 12 mm earpost. Here I am working with Hana thread in green color and size 12 beading needle. So let's get started. Friends, we would start making our eternity earring by bezeling our 10 mm Rivoli crystal with herringbone stitch. So for this I am going to pick up 4 11O metallic dark green iris, and now I am bringing them down towards the end of my thread, and here I am tying a double knot like this. And now I'm going to pass through all these 4 11Os, pulling the tail in between these 11Os and into these two. Very gently we would be pulling our thread, and this is our first two pair. These are our first two pairs of our herringbone chain. And now I'm going to pick up 2 11O metallic dark green iris, and here you can see right now I'm exiting through this 11O, and after picking up these two 11Os I'm going down through the adjacent 11O as we do in our herringbone stitch like this. Allow the two beads to sit on the previous two, and here you can see that right now I'm coming out of this 11O, and now I'm going up through this 11O adjacent one and the one I just added. Like this. Now again I'm going to pick up 2 11O dark green metallic dark green iris, and going down through this adjacent 11O like this, moving up through this 11O and the one I added just now like this. Again picking up 2 11O metallic dark green iris, going down through this adjacent 11O like this, and now I'm moving up through these two 11Os. So here I have added my fifth pair So here is my herringbone chain with 5 pairs of 11 O's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs. And for bezeling our 10 Rivoli crystal, we would need 24 pairs of 11 O's in our herringbone chain. So here I have added 5 pairs. I would be adding 19 more and come back. So here I have added 24 pairs. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22 and 24. And now I'm going to make a ring with it. So I'm bringing the two ends closer. Here you can see I'm exiting through this 11O. Now I'm going down through this opposite 11O. Up through the adjacent one. Down through this opposite one on the other end. And again up through the adjacent one. So here, bringing them closer. Here we have our ring, and now I'm going through this and into these two once again, like this. So this is our ring, you can see. And now here we can cut this tail off. And now we are going to place our Rivoli into this ring very carefully, like this. And now we are going to add our 15 O's. So here we are going to add our 15 O's on the front side. So for this I'm going to pick up one 15 O champagne and pass through this 11 O through which I'm exiting right now. You can see this. So after picking up this 15 O champagne, I'm going through this 11 O and the one above it. These two 11 O's. Like this. Push it down towards the front side. Again I'm picking up one 15 O champagne, going down through this 15 O champagne that I added just now, very gently, going up through these two 11 O's and the one above it. So right now I'm passing through three 11 O's together. Again picking up one 15 O champagne, going down through this second 15 O that I added just now, like this. And now after adding this 15 O champagne, I'm moving up through these two 11 O's and the one above it, like this. Again I'm going to pick up one 15 O champagne, going down through this third 15 O, like this. I'm moving up through these adjacent 11 O's and the one above it. So this way we are going to add these 15 O champagne all through this round. So here I have added these 15 O champagne, and now I am adding my last 15 O champagne. So for this I am picking up one 15 O champagne and going down through this 15 O like this, and up into the two 11 O's and the first one. Here you can see I'm passing through three 11 O's, the two adjacent 11 O's and the one above it, that is the first one with which we started adding these 15 O champagne. And now I'm going down through this first 15 O into the last 15 O that we added just now, moving up into these two adjacent 11 O's, and now I'm going down into this first 15 O champagne that I added. Now here, after coming down from this first 15 O champagne, I'm going to pass through all these 15 O's that we added just now in this round, like this. So this way we are passing through all these 15 O's just to get a nice circular shape here. And now you can see I'm exiting through this 15 O champagne. Now I'm moving up through this 11 O metallic dark green iris and into this adjacent 11 O, and this way I have reached the back side of my earring, and now I'm going to close it and fix my ear post into it. So as you can see right now I'm exiting through this 11 O, and now I'm going to pick up one 11 O metallic dark green iris, and I'm going to pass through this 11 O, the one before it, like this. These two 11 O's like this, push this in front. Now I will pass through the next two 11 O's, pick up one 11 O metallic dark green iris and pass through these two 11 O's together like this. Again pass through the next pair of 11 O's, pick up one 11 O and pass through these two 11 O's. Again pass through the next pair of 11 O's, pick up one 11 O dark green metallic dark green iris and pass through the same pair and push this in front like this. So this way I'm going to add these 11 O's all through this round. And now here I'm adding my last 11 O like this. And now I will step up into the 11 O that I added just now and pass through the next 11 O without adding any bead in between like this. And now pick up one 15 O champagne and pass through the next pair of 11 O's like this. Again pick up one 15 O champagne and pass through the next pair of 11 O's like this. Again pick up one 15 O champagne and pass through the next pair of 11 O's like this. So this way I'm going to add these 15 O's all through this round. Now here I have added all my 15 O's, and after adding this last 15 O champagne, right now I'm exiting through this last 11 O of this pair, and now I'm going to add 11 O's to this pair. So for this I'm picking up one 11 O dark green metallic dark green iris and I'm passing through these two 11 O's like this into the 15 O and into the next pair of 11 O's. Again pick up one 11 O metallic dark green iris and pass through this pair like this, and now into the 15 O and into the next pair of 11 O's. And this way we are going to add these 11 O's all through this round. Now here after adding these 11 O's, this is the look from the back side, and now I'm stepping up into the 11 O that I just added, and now I'm picking up one 15 O champagne and pass through this next 11 O. Again I'm picking up one 15 O champagne and pass through this next 11 O, and this way I'm going to add these 15 O champagne all through this round. Now after adding this last 15 of this round, don't pull your thread too tight as we are going to place our ear post into it. So here, before pulling our thread, we are going to place the ear post into this like this, and now we are going to pull our thread tight. And now I'm stepping up into the first 15 of champagne that I added to this round. Now here I have, after stepping up into this first 15 of champagne, I'm going to pick up 115 of champagne and pass through the next 15 of champagne that I added in the last round like this. And now I will skip the next bead, so here I'm passing through this next 15 without adding any bead like this. Again pick up 115 champagne and pass through this next 15 champagne like this. Skip the next bead. So here I am passing through this next 15 without adding any 15 in between. And now my last 15 champagne, I'm passing through this next 15 like this and skipping this last 15, and now I'm stepping up into the first 15 champagne that I added in this round like this. So you can see that we added 3 15s in all in this round, and now I'm going to pass through all these 3 15s here. We are closing our bezel and fixing our ear post in between these beads. So we have to keep our thread nice and tight here. We are passing through these 3 15s thrice. So here now our ear post is fixed, and now I'm coming down through this 15 and into the 11 metallic dark green iris. And now after exiting through this 11, I'm passing through this 15 that we added in between the pairs of 11s like this. Again passing through this 11 metallic dark green iris and thus pulling this 15 upward here. Again I'm passing through this 15 that we added in between the pair of 11s, pulling it up and passing through this 11 like this. Again passing through this 15 added in between the pairs of 11s, again pulling it up and passing through this 11, again passing through this 15 and into the 11 above it, into the 15 and the 11 above it. Here we have to keep our thread nice and tight, and into this 15 and the 11 like this. So now we are going down into the first 15 that we pulled up here and into these two 11s. So here our ear post is fixed, and now after exiting through this 11, I am going through these two 11s to which I attach this one, these two 11's like this, and this is the look from the front and this is from the back. And now after exiting through this 11, here you can see the threads in between these 11's. So here I'm exiting through this one and now I'm passing through this thread. Like this, and into the next thread in between these two 11's. And now after passing through these two threads, I'm picking up one rondelle and I will pass through both these threads, this one and the next one, very carefully like this. Now again I'm passing through this next thread in between these 11's and into the next. We have to pass through two threads at a time. So here I'm passing through the second one, first and the second one, and now I'm picking up one rondelle and once again I will pass through both these threads. So basically we are adding this rondelle to these threads in between these 11's. Now again passing through this thread and the next one, like this, pick up one rondelle and pass through both these threads like this. Again passing through this thread and the next one, pick up the rondelle and pass through the two threads together. So this way we are going to add these rondelles throughout this edge. Now here I am adding my last rondelle, so I am passing through the two threads, the first one and the second one, like this, and again picking up my rondelle and I am passing through these two threads like this. So after adding these rondelles, this is the look of our earring, and now I'm stepping up into the rondelle and now I will pick up one 11 champagne and pass through this next rondelle, again picking up one 11 champagne and pass through the next rondelle, again picking up one 11 champagne and pass through the next rondelle. So here this way we are going to add these 11's in between the rondelles all through this round. Now after adding these 11 O's between the rondelles, this is the look of our eternity earring. And now here we have to keep our thread nice and tight. And now as you can see that right now I'm exiting through this 11O champagne, and now I will pick up 3 15O champagne and pass through this 11O champagne and into the next rondelle. So here this way I have created a picot stitch over this 11O champagne. Now again I'm passing through this next 11O, picking up 3 15O champagne and pass through this 11O and creating a picot stitch over it like this, and into the rondelle and into the next 11O, again picking up 3 15O champagne and creating a picot stitch over this 11O and pass through the rondelle and the next 11O champagne. So this way I'm going to create in all 7 picot stitch. Here I have done 1 2 3 picot stitch. I would be making these picot stitch over 4 more 11Os and come back. So here I have made 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 picot stitch, and after making the 7th one I'm passing through the rondelle 11O and the rondelle like this, all these 11Os and the rondelles, and into this first rondelle. Now after exiting through this rondelle I would pass through this first 15O of the picot stitch, skip the second one and pass through the third one and into the rondelle like this, again into the first 15O of this picot stitch, skip this second one and pass through the third one and into the rondelle. Pull this up like this and create a corner. Again pass through this first 15O, skip the second one, into the third one and into the rondelle like this. So this way I'm going to pass through all the 15 O's of these picot stitch, and I would come back when I reach this rondelle here. So here I have passed through all these picot stitch and it looks like this after passing through all these 15 O's, and right now I'm exiting through this rondelle, and now I would pass through all these 11 O's and the rondelles and into this first rondelle like this. And now I have moved towards the back side, and now I'm picking up 115O champagne and pass through this middle 15O, keeping this at the back, again picking up 115O champagne and pass through the rondelle like this. Now again picking up 115O champagne and pass through this middle 15O, again picking up 115O champagne and pass through the rondelle like this, again picking up 115O champagne and pass through the middle 15O of the picot stitch like this, picking a 115 champagne and pass through the rondelle. So this we are doing to give the support to our picot stitch, and we would be doing this to all the picot stitch until I reach here. Now after adding these 15 rows at the back, this is the look from the back side and this is the look from the front side. And now I would pass through this 11 row and the rondelle and tie a knot here. Into the 11 row and into this rondelle, again tying a knot. Into these beads. And into these 15 rows. At the back. Into these two 15 rows. Into the rondelle, again into these two 15 rows. And the rondelle. Okay, into the 15 rows. And the rondelle. Again into the 15 rows. We are passing through all these 15 rows just to reinforce. You can skip this round, this is optional. But it's better to pass through these 15 rows. Even though I had tied the knot here, I'm just passing through all these 15 rows once again just to reinforce. And into these beads. Now once again we are going to tie the knot. And into the beads. And now we can cut the thread off. So friends, here we have completed our eternity earring in peridot green color. I hope you would love these earrings. Here, these are three beautiful colors in this earring. This is an apple green, and the two that I have already shown you in the beginning of the video, that is the yellow with cream rondelles and the third one in fuchsia color. So here are three beautiful colorways in our beautiful eternity earrings. Here in these two earrings, that is the peridot green color and the yellow color, I have used 10 mm Rivoli crystal, and in this fuchsia color I have used 12 mm Rivoli crystal. So you can see a slight difference in the size of the two earrings. This one is slightly bigger than these two. So these are three colors 3 colorways in this beautiful eternity earring, and I hope you would definitely love making these earrings. These are very easy earrings, super easy to make. Only a slight only a tricky part is to add the rondelles. So if you have added the rondelles, then rest of the part is very easy to make it. So I hope you would love making these earrings, wearing these, and of course gifting them to your friends and family. So friends, if you like my videos, my tutorials and my designs, please do subscribe to my channel, and please don't forget to press the bell icon so that you may get notified when I'll upload my next video. Thank you.